1. Break down. To stop functioning. Become emotional. Example, my car broke down on the way. 2. Break up. To end a relationship. Example, they broke up after 3 years. 3. Bring up. To raise a topic. Raise a child. Example, she brought up an interesting point during the meeting. 4. Call off. To cancel something. Example, they called off the wedding. Carry on. To continue doing something. Example, she carried on despite the challenges. 6. Check out. To look at, leave a hotel. Example, check out that car. 7. Come across. To find something by chance. Example, I came across an old photo. 8. Come down with. To become sick with something. Example, he came down with the flu. 9. Cut down on. To reduce something. Example, she's cutting down on sugar. 10. Do over. To do something again. Example, I had to do my assignment over. 11. Drop out. To leave a course or school. Example, he dropped out of college. 12. Fall apart. To break into pieces. Become emotionally distressed. Example, the plan fell apart quickly. Find out. To discover information. Example, I found out they were related. 14. Get along. To have a good relationship. Example, they get along well. 15. Get away with. To avoid punishment. Example, he got away with cheating. 16. Get over. To recover from something. Example, she got over the illness. 17. Give up. To quit doing something. Example, he gave up smoking. 18. Go ahead. To proceed. Example, go ahead with your plan. 19. Go through. To experience something difficult. Example, she went through a lot last year. 20. Grow up. To mature. Example, he grew up in Canada.
21. Hang on. To wait.
Example, hang on a second.
22. Hold on. To wait, grip tightly. Example, hold on to the railing. 23. Keep up. To maintain pace. Example, keep up the good work. 24. Look after. To take care of. Example, she looks after her grandmother. 25. Look into. To investigate. Example, I'll look into the problem. 26. Look up to. To admire. Example, he looks up to his father. 27. Make up. To invent, to reconcile. Example, they made up after the argument. 28. Pick up. To lift, to collect someone. Example, I'll pick you up at 8. 29. Put off. To delay something. Example, she put off the meeting. 30. Run into. To meet by chance. Example, I ran into an old friend.
31. Run out of. To have no more of something. Example, we ran out of milk. 32. Set up. To establish. Arrange. Example, she set up a new business. 33. Show up. To appear, to arrive. Example, he didn't show up on time. 34. Take after. To resemble a family member. Example, She takes after her mother. 35. Take care of. To look after. Example, please take care of the dog. 36. Take off. To remove clothing. To depart. Example, the plane took off late. 37. Throw away. To discard something. Example, don't throw away the paper. 38. Turn down. To reject an offer. Example, she turned down the job. 39. Turn off. To stop a machine. Example, turn off the lights. Turn on. To start a machine. Example, turn on the TV. 41. Work out. To exercise. Find a solution. Example, they worked out a compromise. 42. Break into. To enter forcibly. Example, someone broke into the car. 43. Bring about. To cause something. Example, the policy brought about change.
44. Call on. To visit, to ask someone to speak. Example, the teacher called on me. 45. Carry out. To accomplish something. Example, she carried out her plan. 46. Catch up. To reach the same level. Example, I need to catch up on emails. 47. Check in. To register at a hotel. Example, we checked in at noon.
48. Clear up. To make something tidy. To resolve. Example, let's clear up the mess. 49. Come back. To return. Example, she came back from work. 50. Cut off. To interrupt. To disconnect. Example, he was cut off mid-sentence. 51. Drop by. To visit briefly. Example, drop by my office later. 52. End up. To reach a final situation. Example, he ended up in finance. 53. Fall behind. To lag behind. Example, don't fall behind in class. 54. Fill in. To complete a form. Example, fill in the blanks. 55. Get by. To manage with difficulty. Example, they get by on a small salary. 56. Give in. To yield to pressure. Example, she gave in to temptation. 57. Go back. To return. Example, I'll go back to the store. 58. Hold up. To delay. To rob. Example, traffic held us up. 59. Keep away. To stay at a distance. Example, keep away from the fire. 60. Look out. To be careful. Example, look out for the car. 61. Pay back. To repay money. Example, I'll pay you back tomorrow. 62. Put up with. To tolerate something. Example, she puts up with a lot. 63. Settle down. To start a quiet life. Example, they settled down after marriage. 64. Stand up. To rise from sitting. Example, stand up, please. Stick to. To continue without changing. Example, let's stick to the plan. 66. Take back. To retract something. Example, I take back what I said. 67. Take over. To assume control. Example, she took over the business. 68. Turn up. To appear unexpectedly. Example, he turned up unannounced. 69. Wear out. To become very tired. Example, the long day wore me out. 70. Back up. To support. To make a copy. Example, back up your data. 71. Bring out. To release or produce something. Example, the band brought out a new album. 72. Call back. To return a phone call. Example, she called me back later. Carry on with. To continue something. Example, carry on with your work. 74. Check out of. To leave a hotel. Example, we checked out of the hotel. 75. Come off. To happen successfully. Example, the event came off as planned. 76. Cut back. To reduce consumption. Example, I need to cut back on spending. 77. Do without. To manage without something. Example, I can't do without coffee. 78. Drop off. To fall asleep. To leave someone. Example, I'll drop you off at school. 79. Fall out. To argue and stop being friends. Example, they fell out over a small issue. 80. Get along with. To have a friendly relationship. Example, she gets along with everyone. 81. Get up. To rise from bed. Example, I get up early daily. 82. Go off. To explode. To spoil. Example, the alarm went off at 6 a.m. 83. Hand out. To distribute. Example, he handed out the flyers.
84. Keep on. To continue doing something. Example, keep on practicing.
85. Let down. To disappoint. Example, he let me down by not coming. 86. Look up. To find information. Example, look up the definition online. 87. Make out. To understand. Example, I couldn't make out what she said.
88. Move on. To proceed to the next topic. Example, let's move on to the next point.
89. Point out. To indicate or show. Example, she pointed out an error. 90. Put aside. To save or set aside. Example, she put aside some money.
91. Put on. To wear clothing. Example, he put on his jacket.
92. Run across. To meet by chance. Example, I ran across an old friend. 93. Show off. To boast or brag. Example, he likes to show off his skills. 94. Take down. To write notes. Remove. Example, take down his number.
95. Take on. To accept a responsibility. Example, she took on more work.
96. Turn around. To change direction. Example, turn around and look at this. 97. Use up. To consume all of something. Example, we used up all the milk. Watch out. To be careful. Example, watch out for falling rocks.
99. Work on. To improve or develop something. Example, she's working on her painting.
100. Write down. To record in writing. Example, write down the address, please. These phrasal verbs are commonly used in everyday conversations, making them helpful for improving fluency.